The disciples have told Jesus about the murder of John the Baptist. In his presumed sorrow, Jesus takes a boat to a wilderness place to be alone, possibly to grieve and pray. But when he arrives, he finds a large crowd of people have walked from the towns and are waiting for him when he comes ashore. Even in his grief, Jesus feels compassion for the people and goes about curing their sick. He appears to do this for many hours. We are told evening comes, and the disciples point out to him the hour is late, and the people need to be sent into the villages to buy food for themselves. After all, the disciples have only 5 loaves and 2 fish, nowhere near enough to feed so many people. But Jesus tells the crowd to sit down in the grass. He blesses the loaves, breaks them, and tells the disciples to feed the crowd. We are told over 5,000 people not only ate and were filled, but there were leftovers. The story is not sensationalized with loaves of bread multiplying out of the air. There is no explanation of how all these people were so abundantly fed. But maybe the relationship between Jesus and the people is the part of this miraculous story that gets overlooked. These people followed Jesus out into the wilderness, a place that Rebecca often reminds us was desolate, dangerous, and where there was nothing to eat. Yet they apparently had brought no food with them. They stay with Jesus until evening as he heals their sick. And at a time when they should be leaving to seek out food in the villages, they follow Jesus' instruction to sit down in the grass. They witness him, blessing and breaking the bread. Can they feel the transformative power of Christ? Do they sense as the disciples pass the food that this is no ordinary meal and no need for fear that there won't be enough? Has Jesus' healing touch moved them to share generously with each other? Breaking bread together is a communal act. At this table, there is room enough for all. In this time of physical distancing, sharing this meal is our primary way of creating and maintaining community. Will you pray with me? Loving God who lives in and all around us, as we gather at the table, we remember and repeat Jesus' words and actions. Let us give thanks for Christ, whose love and care bind us together as if one body. Amen.